I've owned 26 cars by the age of 26, from childhood heroes to total clappers, and welcome to episode 4 of 26 by 26, featuring my former Volkswagen Mk4 R32 Golf. I'm rating my former flames based on 3 criteria: the overall experience, legacy value, and seller's remorse. I've been a fan of quirky, interesting, and motorsport-derived European cars since I was young, and at 18 years old, after my first car, a topaz blue E46 325 Ci was written off when I got T-boned, I decided I wanted to own something a little bit different. And I bought this, one of 200 Mk4 R32 Golfs delivered to Australia. If this is your first time seeing one of these, I don't blame you. Unless you're part of the incredibly niche fan group these cars attract, you may not know that Volkswagen crammed a 3.2 litre naturally aspirated 6-cylinder into an all-wheel drive Mk4 Golf and mated it to a 6-speed manual gearbox. I roped my dad into heading over to Melbourne with me to mark my first interstate purchase, and we drove home to Adelaide the next morning. This will forever be among my most special cars because it's the reason I began creating automotive content way back in 2017, before stopping in 2020 and restarting again in May last year. From an ownership point of view, this car was not only just a joy to own, but helped me grow as a person too. It led me to start the VW Owners Club of SA and meet a whole bunch of mates I still chat to today, and was so fun to whip through the hills with that meaty, unique VR6 engine noise. Besides the aircon going and never really coming back, I didn't have any major issues with this, and I have to rate this experience a 10 out of 10 because this car was a solid foundation of my automotive journey, and if I didn't own it, I wouldn't be chasing the dream of sharing my love for rare cars today. Being perhaps the single coolest and one of the most revered VW Golfs ever, it was the first to wear an R badge, and while the Mk4 R32 was awesome, it didn't quite hit the same as this. Legacy value therefore is a 9 out of 10, only because the Mark 1 Golf GTI is the ultimate king of VW. Seller's remorse for this car is only 3 out of 10. It's certainly something I'd love to have again in my future collection, but I sold this to step out of mature vehicle purchases and become a teenager again when I bought an R34 Skyline. This actual car is currently for sale with a good mate of mine, and I'll share some details in the caption. Follow for more because next week we're talking about my first love, the BMW E46.